Alright, chat is up, stream is up. Should probably let everybody know, I guess. I guess that's a good idea. Short stream today. Gonna be really short, just want to play a few ranked duels while everybody else in my house is taking a nap. And then I'm gonna go be an adult. So, should be a good day. Let's see, live. Does not have a link to the live stream. Your channel. Live. There we go. You can share it. Share. Copy link. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. I hate tagging people for stuff. But I must do what I must do. Must do what I must do. Okay. Is anybody here? Nope, that's fine. I'm just gonna start dueling then. No sense in waiting. Let's just get to it. Here's the deck list. I made one change. I added Ancient Pixie Dragon to the extra and took out Calamity. Calamity almost never came up, and there was times when making a 7 came up. So making a 7 came up more than Calamity, because I'm not trying to Calamity lock my opponent on their turn. So we have the 7 to hopefully let us climb and keep playing. Kind of want to do an extra synchron, kind of want to adjust the hand trap and non-engine ratios, but that's for another day. I think we're just going to duel. Played a couple earlier this morning, and they went okay. Played against a bad Castera player and a bad Sword Soul player. Which was alright. I mean, I'm in gold rank. What else can you really expect, you know? So hoping to eventually climb out of there so I can play some more interesting and interactive games. Dude, Supe is always in the starter. Everybody who has watched stream has seen how many times I've drawn a brick. And I play more than 40 cards to specifically reduce the chances of drawing a brick. I'm gonna have to count it up in like the 10 duels that I've played. I think I've drawn a brick almost. Oh no. Whoops. I was supposed to pitch Crimson. I got so focused on complaining about Supe, I actually pitched Supe. That's one for the blooper reel. Whoops. Opponent made me go first too, which is also a little scary. We'll have to maybe check on the deck list, see what was up with that. And we're probably going second this time. Yeah, we're going second this time. So we'll see what's up. We'll see what's up. Hand is fine. I think I can afford to wait to maxi to guarantee value out of it. Because I don't really have a good send in my hand, so playing Talents isn't the worst. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, hi, Serafi. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Say send Flamberge. Okay. Yeah, Neuron. Cold Rank will do that to a dude. How's the audio, Serafi? I adjusted the audio settings. So hopefully people could actually hear the background music. So hopefully you can still hear me clear enough, but also get some background music. I know I probably should have fired the Maxi earlier, just because I knew they searched Black Witch, but I don't know. It never mattered anyways. It never mattered anyways. See? No harm, no foul. Thanks, Serafi. Appreciate it. It's the nicest way anybody ever said. Yeah, sounds good to me. Do I just scoop? Or do I hope I'm playing against a bad Snake Eyes player again? Flamberge is a fire. Yeah. Think about switching to the Bestial version, but I don't know. I don't think it helps me as much. Okay. Oh. Yeah. DD Crow should probably make its way into the list. But I don't have space for DD Crow. Oh boy. Okay, get your draw. Let's see what your play is. Link off the Flamberge. Get your two bodies back. Go into Princess. Their spell trapping Flamberge. Weak Fun Karma just put up a video with Crossout Designator FTK. What's Crossout Designator FTK? I'm gonna have to watch it. Gonna have to watch it. The second Flamberge? Alright. That's cool. What you got? What you got? What you got for me? Please hurry. I really want to scoop and go next, but I need you to like show me that you can kind of combo into something meaningful. Okay, double Flamberge. Why are they going for this line? Are they making a rank 8? Or are they just lost in the sauce? Ambler Whale should be on the end board. Gives you an extra interaction. Let's they're going for like an Apo. No? Alright. Let's see what we can do here. Soul. Normal. That. Okay, I get to bone. Bone's gonna pitch vision because I have access to another vision via call, and vision lets me search Gaia early. Depending on what they do, can work out in my favor. It's fire locked. Oh yeah, fire locked with Princess on field. Makes sense. And you need to lend me your brick emote. Yeah, kind of. The deck can produce hands like this where it's oops all tuners, but like, fortunately, Soul fixes that because it can always search for bone. And that's fine. Soul fixes that because it can always search for bone. And then the extra tuners become conditional extenders. Okay, how do we want to play this? Don't have anything with special. AFD. AFD in defense. Let's go ahead and figure out what we want to do here. Do we have to pop anything? Like if we pop Hita, they get an ad, we pop Flamberge, they get a summon, pop Princess, we get them out of their Firelock, which unlocks the IP. I honestly don't think there's anything we want to go ahead and get rid of, to be honest with you. To be perfectly honest with you. Unless we're gonna get rid of it all at once. I mean, we have to eventually, right? We're gonna add back the vision. Let's add a soul. Might as well. Oh yeah, don't worry, Serafi. We're gonna pop everything. We're gonna pop it all. I needed to have Crimson Gaia face up on the field. Whoops, skipped a step. Whoops. So let me get back the Scar Red. Feels bad that I've just resigned myself to this game being unwinnable as soon as I didn't open 2 hand traps. Okay. Gonna have to contend with the follow-up. They've already gone through Hita, so worth keeping them off of their desired fire monster. I mean, they're kind of gonna get into it anyways. Don't really know. Might as well. Let's go for it. Let's see. Can we do anything good here? I don't think so. Red zone doesn't get us anywhere. Golem's not bad. Not bad at all. Sure, we'll book him. Just to book him. It's funny. Boop. Do this. We'll crash, then smash. Yeah. We will special summon. We can get ones and get to an abyss. We can go 2s and get to a Dispotter. They have a banish, so we have a negate. We have a pop. Let's see, do we want to go this or do we want to go this Potter? I like the flexibility of an abyss better. Let's do that, let's do that. Main 2. Let's turn the Synchron and the OG into an abyss. Synchron, get us something back. We'll get the vision back. Might as well prevent them from getting free value. Goes here, this goes here, and this goes there. Alright, so we got some destruction protection with Soul Engrave, we got Banish, we got Gate, we have a float, We might be able to get another turn out of this. We're up on life points, which is nice. Okay, special summon 1 level 1 fire monster from your hand or deck. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, they're gonna get value off of Flame Birch anyways. So there's really no point. Really no point in trying to keep him off this special from deck. They're gonna get what they want to anyways. what we really gotta do is just kind of hope that Golem Abyss is enough to get us another turn and keep them from clearing the field. That's what we're hoping for. So that's their second one. Okay. You want to spell trap that? That's fine. You can spell trap the Bane. That's fine. I'm not worried about it. That's cool. Okay. 5 level 1s. Is there a rank 1 that requires 5 material that I'm not aware of? Okay, 4 matte and blue whale? Okay. Okay, so they're gonna spell trap Flambirds, that's fine. Why'd they set these 2 back row before they, you know, why'd they set those 2 back row before they were done playing? You just let me know that there's 2 cards that I don't have to worry about. Are they just jumping through hoops trying to bait the Abyss? Do they even know what they're doing? That's a real question I'm worried about. Okay, Lingaribo is fine. Battle phase. Am I good with this? Because I will get a float. Yeah, I'm good with it. You float from extra. You float from graveyard. Let me just start our turns with 2 RDAs. You over here. Just running low on time. That's a little nerve-wracking because I feel like I actually have a chance to kind of win this. Not in that position very often against the old Snake Eyes. Main 2, end phase, nothing in end phase. Give me a turn, give me some time back. I got over a minute. Okay, red zone's decent. If we can get to a spot where we found parity. And I can special. Yeah, that's fine. Let me read Princess really quick. They're going to try and negate. What are they trying to negate? The OG RDA. That's fine because I have a second one on field. Yep. Soul, banish itself, protect. You can have Bane. I'm good with that. Now we get to Barone. You and you, since you're negated. Probably shouldn't have put it in the Anima Zone, but that's fine. You grab another Gaia just for value. You pop. You Gaia, give me an RDA back. Give me you. Hey, somehow we made it through. Not the cleanest game, but patience and my ability to let my opponent outplay themselves paid off. Sometimes you're not playing the deck, you're just playing the opponent. Sometimes you're not playing the deck, just the opponent. Alright, not bad. Not bad at all. I'm happy we made it out of there. Let's go again. I doubt we will get that lucky once we climb out of gold, but we'll take what we can get for now. Okay, let's go first this time. This hand is kind of cooking. This hand is kind of cooking. Sweeper. Sweeper, no sweeping. That's good. Be a shame if I had other searchers. Be a real big shame if I had other searchers. Gaia, Gaia effect. No response. Okay, normal soul. Soul effect. Can we bait out a Veiler and Emperor? Yeah, do it. Do it. You know you want to. Yeah, do it. Do it. Job well done. Okay, bone. Oh, what do we want to get rid of? We get rid of vision, we lose an extender. We get rid of this, we lose interaction, guaranteed interaction. But I doubt one Veiler is going to be enough to stop them, but we are on one card. But if we get to play, it doesn't matter anyways. We get stopped at 6, we can at least make a Scar Red that can float and get double float protection. So I think it's pitch the Veiler. Bad as it feels. But we gotta try and just push Crimson combo through. Decrease. And this, folks, is why you always wait with your hand traps for Red Dragon Archfiend. Some hands are vulnerable at the start of the combo, but most hands aren't. But every combo is vulnerable at this point right here. And if you're just patient enough to wait for it, you're in a pretty good chance to win. You and... I mean, we got vision in hand. Do we want to keep the extra card in hand? Do we gain anything from having an extra soul on board? No, I don't think so. We don't. Hey, they scooped it up. Okay. Cool, cool. That was easy enough. Happy Toad. Happy Toad. He's got a tasty little orange. Bring back Toad, by the way. Bring it back. Do it. If you think Toad is unfair because it enables Sprite to do some very unfair things, maybe we can just get rid of Sprite Elf, which is the real problem card. Real problem card for Sprite. It's like the only thing that hit in TCG for Sprite, other than the weird starter hit that they put the 2. The only thing they hit was Elf, and then the deck was magically fine. Magically fine. Res Call. Primal Calamity win. Are you talking about King Calamity? I don't subscribe to that chain of thought. Not really. I like interacting with my opponents. Even when it would probably benefit me to set up a Calamity lock, like going against a Snake Eyes opponent. I would much prefer to try and outplay them and out-interact them, even if it's a futile effort at times, even if it's impossible. I find more satisfaction out of doing that than just resolving the card effect, clicking buttons, and going, you know what? I win. 1 and 3. Three search. Probably get away with a bone, or this is a big combo. Do we want bone? What do we want, Wild Wind? I think we want bone because we need the level modulation. I gotta remember the line. This one doesn't come up often. Those of you wanting, Risk Call is just gonna grab vision. That's why we didn't grab vision. Okay, I think we need to go. Special. We go here. Think we send the Scar Right away with the bone. Don't entertain and combo at the same time, folks. It doesn't work out. Play it safe. Yeah, we can play it safe. Let's go. You. Let's go. You. Off the quiet on their end. A little nerve-wracking, as always. Doesn't matter which one I send back. Haven't normaled yet, which is kind of nifty. You can keep the vision in hand for next turn. Let's just do this though. Let's send the cross out. Normal. Target you. Dump. Oovaloop. We will decrease. We'll Oovaloop. Banish a Red Rising. Do I even have the extra deck set up for this? I don't think so, because I'm not playing Void Ogre, I'm playing Barone instead of it. Whoops. But yeah, that's fine. We will banish. We will banish. We'll synchro for you and you. Red Rising. What can we go into with the limited resources we have? Not much. Not much at all. Bring back the... let's do... Let's do Synchron. Okay, you... Target you. Bring back you. Didn't think I'd get this far. Bane. This is a way overcommit, but it feels good to just spam bodies and win. You. Bring back you. Synchron. Oh no, let's grab back Crimson. We're gonna leave that soul in the graveyard for protection. And then this is where I would make a Void Ogre, but I neglected to play one in the extra. So I think we're just going to make another 8 for the intimidation factor. Just another level 8 that's named Red Dragon Archfiend to work with all our spells and traps. And give him another body to worry about. You. Grab the red zone. Sorry, they have something banished for this Potter, so that's good. Yeah, this one should be Void Ogre. Or Buster Dragon. But this hand probably Buster Dragon, so everything they control becomes dragons. What do I use Dark Pixie for? Dark Pixie comes up sometimes. People try to interact with you at the beginning of your combo. And you end up needing to make a 7 and then extend from that 7 into something else. So you go, that's fine. Soul Resonator. We'll burn it there and use Abyss to protect ourselves from whatever else they have. Like that. That's a negate. Should've let the back row go. In case they have double Raigeki. But feeling alright about it, I guess. Am I streaming on Discord too? No, not streaming on Discord. Eric, no, this is not the Bestial version. This is just a regular standard version. I do not have enough UR dust for the Bestials, which is why I'm rocking out with this one, trying to grind up some more gems, get some other stuff I can pull, and then get to craft the Bestials and play the Bestial version. I'm really thinking about changing over to the Bestial version. Do I have any fear whatsoever? No. I don't think I do. That. Grab Fiendish Golem. Response. This. Grab a Soul Resonator. And we're just gonna bone send the soul just to protect against any kind of weird destruction shenanigans they have. In case they have like a weird battle fader or some nonsense like that. Send you. Probably gonna turn one of these 8s into a Barone, but I like the thematic end board. You know, it's nifty. And yeah, let's go to battle. Bone Archfiend in first. Spotter. Scarred. We'll let Bane get the finish. Bane never gets to finish anything. That was odd. Chaos Resonator. I really loved the idea of Chaos Resonator 2 when it first came out. All the Chaos Synchro stuff I think is really cool and really like well designed. It just doesn't do enough right now, which is unfortunate. I wish Yu-Gi-Oh! Existed in a state where the Chaos Synchro stuff was good and playable. That would be really cool. Can we see what the recipe is, at least for Bestial? Yeah, I can throw together a Bestial list for you really quick. It's pretty easy. Let's see. Any of the other stuff? Okay, yeah, I'll throw together a Bestial version of the deck. It's really easy. If you go to the most recent video I posted, Red Dragon Archfiend, what you need to know for Master Duel, I posted a sample deck list in there. It's a little different than what you would think, but I promise you it's okay. Let's actually, I'll just pull up that image. I think that's what we'll do. Whoops. I mean, nah, I'm gonna need to put it together anyways. Might as well just do it now. Bystials. Okay, so you want 3 Lubellion, because it's the Bystial part of the Bystial engine. You want Magnemite, because Magnemite is technically a way to Lubellion, and a graveyard interaction, or another Bystial. Magnemite's crazy. It's limited to 1 for a reason. 1 Saronir, because Saronir also represents Lubellion, because it can dump Lubellion from graveyard, and then you can use one of your big body dark dragons, or any dragon you put on the field as fuel for Lubellion from the graveyard. And then probably 1 Saronir, just because it's very good to going second. Baldrake, probably don't want to play unless we are in a meta that calls for light and dark graveyard interaction. Like if Mathmech was the top deck, I'd say yeah, probably play Baldrake, just because Bystial's put in a lot of work against there. And then you have some decisions to make about what you want your Bystial engine to do. You can go Bystial engine to get Branded Regain to your side of the field, and just use that as like a value engine. Just keep Bystials coming back to the board, keep shuffling back monsters from the banish pile to get draws, to get pluses. You can do that. Or you can do Branded Beast to turn any one of your Bystials, including Bystial Dispotter, into an extra disruption. You could play Beast and Regain together if you manage to work a Saronir into rotation to dump something like a Regain to the graveyard and place a Branded Beast off the Lubellion. You can play both of them. I'm not a fan of playing both of them, because I think they are a little too bricky, especially when you consider you're already running something like Red Zone, which you don't really want to draw, and Fiendish Golem, which you don't really want to draw. That's Regained. Beast, that's another 2 cards you don't want to draw. That's 4 cards you don't really want to draw. So I don't like running all of them. I like to pick and choose, and in a best of one, I think I would favor Regained more, just because it's value. When you get into the higher ranks, you might have to try and high roll and play Beast for the extra interaction, because your combo is very stoppable. So you'd want your Bystial engine to get you some kind of interaction if your combo plays get stopped, or your synchro plays get stopped. And then Regained is unnecessary in RDA. Yeah. Not unnecessary, but it depends on what you want your Bystial engines to do. Regained has the potential for pluses, which can help out in grindier games, but there's also the argument that Red Dragon Archfiend doesn't get to play grindy games. You either combo off and beat your opponent into a pulp, or they stop your combo and you desperately try to scrape together whatever interaction you can. So I'd agree with you there. You could argue it's unnecessary. I think I just like the idea of Regain more as a card than I do something like Beast, because Beast requires a ton of setup, and Regain does require specific actions to happen during the game, but there's a good enough chance for you to manufacture those interactions. And then there's the elephant in the room that we need to talk about. The last branded spell you could go ahead and play off of Rebellion, which is a 2 to the branded. And it's got 2 good effects. One, it lets you synchro summon on your opponent's turn. That's what most people love playing it for, is because you can Calamity Lock your opponent on their turn if you set up your board correctly. I don't really like that. One, because it's not the style of Yu-Gi-Oh! I like to play. And it almost always requires you to resolve the effect of Crimson Resonator. Doing that in a Red Dragon Archfiend deck list means you're probably going to win the game anyways. You don't really need to floodgate your opponent. So if I have the choice between winning and not playing a game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I flooded my opponent, or winning because I was able to establish a lot of interaction and have a good back and forth gameplay with my opponent, I'm going to choose the establish a lot of interaction and have good back and forth gameplay with my opponent, in which my ability to manage that interaction against their cards wins me the game. That's what I'm going to do. And then the you could also use it to summon something like a Barone on your opponent's turn, which is kind of more in line with the style I like to play. But again, that usually requires things to be going well. Yeah. Plus, E2 doesn't really do anything going second. The other effect of the 2 that's really good is it's kind of like a mini macro Cosmos. While you control a bestial monster, I believe. While you control a bestial monster, banish any monsters that would be sent to your opponent's graveyard as tributes for the ritual summon. So anything they use for ritual, link material, synchro material, or fusion material gets banished, which is kind of cool, I guess, if you really like floodgating out your opponent. 2 is just a great way to try and floodgate out your opponent. And then, okay, so I usually like playing the Regained. You can play the Beast if you want to. And then that's it for the Bestial Engine. Extra deck considerations. None, really. Pretty much play the same extra deck. And be alright. And then with the main deck, you'd want to cut the Supe package, because Supe... No, I want the extra bone archman. Cut the Supe package, because Supe is an Earth, and it introduces another brick, and we're adding a brick, or a card we don't want to draw, and Regained, so we want to keep the brick count down. Probably increase the amount of Stone Sweeper, because Stone Sweeper is both a searcher for Soul Resonator, or any of our Resonators, and a dark monster you put in the graveyard for your Bestials. Oovaloop is really good because it sets up the spotter really well. Anything else I would cut? Not really. Probably have to cut some hand traps. I would probably cut Ash. I would probably cut Imperm. Play more Veiler. So you're putting lights in the graveyard for the Bestials, and it does the same thing as Imperm. A little worse than Imperm because it plays into talents, and you can't use it going second to on your turn to try and interact with your opponent, but take the small light synergy over anything else. And then let's see, Foolish Burial is good because you can always Foolish Lubellion or Saronir. Then we're not playing enough hand traps to warrant the cross out, so probably just get rid of the cross out. Then you're at 44 cards, which is fine, but the big idea behind playing the Bestials is having access to them. So one thing you could do is play Small World. This deck bridges itself very well into Small World. Very, very well into Small World. It gets even better with Small World if you add Santa with it, Santa Claus. Because Santa is the 6 light fiend with 12 25. So it's a 6. So it gets you to your Bestials. Doesn't share anything else in common with them. And it's a light that doesn't share anything in common with Lubellion. So Santa's a great bridge to get from your Resonator engine to your Bestial engine. Great way to do that. Second Scar Red isn't necessary. It's almost never necessary. You can always put back your Scar Red with a Gaia if you need access to it. Also, if you have Gaia on the field and your Scar Red is in the graveyard, most of the time your Scar Red's coming back because you're going to destroy something, your opponent's going to destroy something, you're going to have good access to Scar Red. To me, the second OG RDA is more important because that means Scar Red is both a floater on your turn and your opponent's turn. I don't think it's necessary. It's good, but it's not necessary. Let's see what else is here. 2 to 3 evenly. It's really good going second. Yeah, but evenly is not going first. It's not even a card you could set going first and have it pay off for you. The idea behind playing the Bestial version is they help you play into established boards because Bestials create a lot of pressure and can interrupt your opponent's graveyard. And hopefully your Resonator engine can bait out enough interaction for them that if you're holding Bestials in your hand when you're playing into their board going second, then you bring the Bestials down and you just get to swarm your opponent with big bodies and a bunch of utility effects. Would say instead cut Maxi and go for Ash and Imperm. What ratio should play in on that though? Because you're cutting 3 cards for 6. And Maxi theoretically gets me more value than 1 Ash Blossom or 1 Imperm would. And I'm not playing enough hand traps to ever draw 2, and to shut somebody's turn down you need to draw 2. Maxi theoretically gets me enough engine to where I can play into their board if I only draw into 1 hand trap or whatever. Plus Maxi scares everybody in Master Duel, so when you drop it on them, most people are just willing to pass their turn and not play into the Maxi anyways, so you kind of bluff them off their turn anyways. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has progressed to the point where 1 hand drop doesn't really stop most decks, unless they have a really, really weird or clunky hand, something like that. This deck is fine. 47's a little weird. Like 44 to 46 I think is the sweet spot, because that gets you decent access to Lubellion with 3, 4, 5, 6 copies of Lubellion. You can even play a 7th copy of Lubellion with Small World. And then I guess in a roundabout way you can consider Magnemite a half copy of Lubellion and Zarner a half copy of Lubellion. So you have like anywhere from 6 to 8 copies of Lubellion. I see, don't take this wrong, but I personally draw the out. Ah, you got good. Okay. I have yet to get good, though. I have yet to get good at Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay. Jimbo, I've been trying 3 Thrust and a copy of Red Rain, but I think that's just me mega coping with the lack of Flame Crime. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I think there's probably some better stuff you could set off of Thrust going first instead of Red Rain, because Red Rain does require a lot of setup, and sometimes you will just get choked out at Red Rising and won't be able to make an 8. Do that. SR under Soul Resonator Santa Claus. It's a great small world bridge if you're playing the Bestial list. And you guys are just going to have to trust me on the ratios. You can go way above 40 when you're playing the Bestials. If you don't want to go above 40, you just start cutting non-engine. You just play gas. And then while you're running Nova and not Supernova, I'm running Supernova. I see you did find that eventually. And Nova is part of a 1-card combo where you draw Soul Resonator, that's it, and 4 non-engine cards. You can get to Nova Dragon, Crimson Gaia, Red Zone, and Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. So Red Nova Dragon specifically mentions Red Dragon Archfiend as its material requirement. So it is a synchro monster that mentions Red Dragon Archfiend, so it turns on the bonus effects of all your archetypical spells and traps. So you can use the pop effect if you have Red Nova Dragon. Plus it's a big dude who can't be destroyed by card attack and protects stuff from battle, so it has extra utility. It's not the best thing to be running, you don't always aim to make it, but if you have Soul and nothing else, it's a great way to squeeze an extra interaction out of a board. Yeah. Let's see here. I'm gonna find a way to show you some math. I mentioned this last night on stream. I'm big on math and deck building. Very big on math in deck building. So let me show you the reason why I think it's okay to play above 40 cards. Since you're using Bestials, why not use the Calamity Lock with the Bestial Trap that synchros on your opponent's turn? Glad you asked, True Power. Covered this a little bit earlier, but Branded Etude of the Branded, I believe it's called, or did they shorten it? Branded Etude. Don't have that on. There you go. Etude of the Branded. Yes, you can Calamity Lock your opponent on their turn. It requires you to resolve Crimson Resonator, which if you do that in a normal duel, you're probably going to win anyways. And after you resolve Crimson Resonator and find yourself in a winning position, it requires you to water down your end board to set up the material requirements for Calamity. And watering down your end board leaves you a little more vulnerable if your opponent has an answer for Etude, or a way to interrupt your synchro material. So something like Cosmic Cyclone. No, that's not commonly run. The book cards, Book of Eclipse, Book of Moon, I know those aren't run so commonly anymore. Now that Pearly and Kashtira aren't like super common on ladder or super common in the meta. But stuff like that just invalidates Etude. So you leave yourself a little more vulnerable because you're not actually establishing any interaction, and it requires you to already be in a winning position in order to Calamity Lock your opponent. If you just forego the Calamity Lock, you're already setting up 4, 5, maybe even 6 points of interaction at that point. Should be enough to win the game. And the last and final thing is personal preference. I don't have fun locking my opponent out of playing the game, watch them scoop, and then going to the next game, in which I try to do the same thing. I am of personal opinion, if I am playing Yu-Gi-Oh, I want to play Yu-Gi-Oh, you know? I want to throw cards at each other, I want to throw interactions, I want to try to maneuver around each other's boards. I want to enjoy an interactive game of Yu-Gi-Oh. Calamity does not let me do that. Yeah. That's pretty much the summary of it. In my opinion, Etude to Synchro Summon Calamity is win more, but it's a win more that's also a little more high risk than just finishing your combo if you get to resolve Crimson. And I don't find it fun. If you do, that's good for you. If that's the way you like to play the game, there's no harm, no foul. Enjoy the things you enjoy the way you want to enjoy them. But for me, it's not really my cup of tea. Okay. Centuries, Bestials, Feather Duster. So yeah, you can do this. So let's do some math really quick. So I have 47 in this deck list. I normally don't run Beast just because I like to regain, just because Beast feels bad going first. But let's say I cut a Nibiru down to 1 copy just to make my deck 46 cards. Let's get you guys my display capture. Boop. Boop. There we go. 46. Sample size is 5 because we have 5 cards in our starting hand, and successes in population. So we have 3 Lubellion. We have a Foolish Burial. Well, it's 4. Then we have 2 Small World, which is 5, 6. And then we have Magnemite and Saronir, which are like half copies of Lubellion. They give you Lubellion access in a roundabout way, so we'll count that. So we have 5, 6, 7 copies of Lubellion. So 7 copies Lubellion. We just want to get 1. So we have a 58% chance to find Lubellion in a 46 card deck list running 7 copies of it. Let's say we don't want to play Small Worlds because they're taking up space and we just want to preserve valuable non-engine slots. So let's say we cut down to something like 42, but we're only running the 3 Lubellion and then the half copies of Lubellion. So 42 card deck, 5 card hand, 4 copies of Lubellion, 3 Lubellion, half of a Saronir, half of a Magnemite. So that's our 4 copies, and we're just looking to get 1. Our odds to get access to Lubellion dropped from 50 something to 41%. We lost over 10 percentage points by not playing the bigger deck list. The added bonus of playing the 46 or 44 plus 46 card deck list is you're less likely to draw one-of cards like Branded Beast, Branded Regain, Fiendish Golem, Red Zone, all these things that you want to search over your turn instead of hard open. So it's a twofold thing. The downside to running a bigger deck list like that is the odds of you drawing non-engine cards that are useful to have in your hand, like Effect Failure or Nibiru or Maxi, also goes down. So you have to value, is the added consistency to engine more valuable than the reduced consistency to non-engine? And I think with the Bestials, depending on the meta, you're okay reducing your chance at generic not an engine by increasing access to the Bestial half of your deck, because the Bestial half of your deck is a good plan B, and technically you're running Magnemite, Saronir, and Druid's Worm, which are hand traps. Provided your opponent's playing a lighter dark deck. So in the right meta, you actually have 3 extra hand traps too that double as engine. True power. Oh, you guys aren't seeing. No, you guys aren't even seeing the math. What am I doing? There we go. Boop. I brought up a hypogeometric calculator and everything. True power, you're welcome. Also, get other people's opinions. Don't just take my word for it. I'm wrong about stuff all the time. I may be wrong about this, but I think as long as I can talk through my reasoning for everything and then back it up with like both anecdotal and like statistical evidence, I feel like my opinion is worth sharing, worth considering too. So here's the 42 card, 4 copies of Lubellion. We get 41% access to Lubellion, which is Bestial after that. We run 46, but we bump this up to 7 copies of Lubellion like we're playing. We get 58%. 17 extra percent access to Lubellion. And then the other thing we want to consider is access to Soul Resonator. So Soul Resonator, if we're playing a 46 card deck list and we have 3 Soul, 3 Crimson Gaia, 3 Res Call, and then 3 Stone Sweeper. That's 12. So let's make sure access to our 1-card combo stays intact. 79.7%. So 80% chance to still open the 1-card combo of Soul Resonator, which I think is pretty good. And it's even better when you consider that there's like a myriad of 2-card combos with the Resonator engine that get you the same place anyways. So you have 80% chance for a 1-card combo, and then I'm not going to do the math to figure out what the math is for your 2-card combos. When Crime becomes available, how will that change the ratios? To be honest, I don't know. Crime is tricky. Crime is really, really tricky. Because Crime, in theory, does a lot of good stuff for the deck, but also doesn't fit perfectly into every hand or extend perfectly through every combo. So I want to say it's probably best off played as a 3-up. That way you just naturally open it more often and get the chance to use it as part of your combo. Because if you're normal summoning Soul Resonator and you don't have access to Bone Archfiend, you're almost always grabbing Bone Archfiend anyways. Maybe it's worth playing it as a 1-of for that reason, so that if you do open Bone Archfiend or the Soul Resonator already, so you get to like save an extra search, maybe that's good, but it's hard to say. It's very hard to say. I don't think Crime is coming out in the TCG until like June, or maybe the OCG until June. I think it's up with the next Animation Chronicles set. So hopefully they just give us more support, and that makes the ratios easier to figure out. Let's see, extra deck. Is there anything I would change? Okay, Piercing Doughboy. When will Crime become available? How will that change the ratios? Just answer that. Let's see. Feather Duster. Yeah, Feather Duster probably should find its way in the list, but we'll start doing that when I get frustrated with back row decks. Duelist Trixio. Hi Notorious, your videos made me blow 10k gems on the decks. Loving it so far. I'm glad you are loving it. Okay, that's good. I'm glad you're loving it. I was a little nervous in the first half, not gonna lie. The deck is incredibly fun to play. It's incredibly cool. It's thematic. It feels different from a lot of other decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! Because you don't rely on a lot of the same generic tools. And it's really cool. I love it. And I'm glad you're loving it too. I'm glad that it's a little vulnerable to hand traps, and going second hasn't ruined your experience so far. Jimbo likes Crime at 1 just because it doesn't get you to Crimson like Bone does. It's only really good if you have Crimson to search instead of Bone. But I'm bad, don't listen to me. I'm also bad, Jimbo. So maybe don't listen to me either. But no, I don't think you're wrong for liking it at 1. I think it's probably right at 1 or 3. Just depends on what you want. If you want to squeeze extra non-engine slots, maybe play it at 1. If you want to open it as an extender, we played at 3. Time will tell. Hopefully they just give us some. Hopefully they give us like a level 5 Dark Dragon Synchro, a good level 7 Dark Dragon Synchro, and a couple more main deck monsters to give Resonators like alternative combo line and stuff like that. So you can still go Crimson combo if you want to, or you can play like this super like trap heavy version of RDA that's seems to be assembling through stuff like Fiendish Golem, Red Zone, and now consistent access to Red Rain. David, would I be better off running the Earthbound card? It's a touch expensive, honestly. Which one? Stone Sweeper? I like Stone Sweeper. I think in Pure List you're fine playing it at 2 copies because you usually keep your deck count a little bit lower because you're not introducing any more bricks. I like it at 2 or 3 copies. You don't have to play it though. You don't have to play it. As long as you keep your deck list tight to 40, you can afford to not play Stone Sweeper. You may notice a little bit of consistency issues, but it's fine. While we're talking about the Earthbound stuff too, let's talk about the prisoners. Okay, so there's Sweeper, Linewalker, and Groundkeeper. These 3 cards are super cool and really awesome, and I really like them, and I have decks in the TCG to play them in. They, at surface level, feel like they fit into RDA really well. I'm not sold on that. Technically, Groundkeeper is a 1-card Red Rising Dragon, because you just normal Groundkeeper and then special Stone Sweeper, and then you have the material for level 6 synchro using Fiend Tuner, which is Red Rising. That's good, but it requires you to use your normal, and it requires you to already have a way to put a Resonator in Graveyard to resurrect. Red Rising without a Resonator in Graveyard already is a 2100 vanilla, and that's not good. So these things also do it on special summon, but I don't think RDA has a way to special summon them. And then I don't think you would ever play Linewalker, just because Earthbound Prison doesn't really do you anything. The extra normal summon of an Earthbound monster doesn't matter when your only way to get to Earthbound Prison is through the normal summon of a Earthbound monster, which basically means you're always burning your normal and then your extra normal on Earthbound stuff and not Resonator stuff. And then Harmonic Synchro Fusion requires fusion monsters, and that's not what what Resonators wants to do. Synchro Rumble, play Monster Reborn instead. Synchro Rumble is a more conditional. I don't know if it's out. Oh, it is out. Okay. It's a more conditional Monster Reborn. Because you got to target 1 tuner, 1 level 7 or 8 dragon synchro monster in your graveyard, special summon them in defense. Okay, cannot special summon from the extra deck, except synchros, that doesn't matter for us. And as Crimson Dragon text. Synchro Rumble is better in decks that actually want to make use of Crimson Dragon. We cannot, because it is a light dragon synchro monster, not a dark dragon synchro monster. Decks like Centurion, which can turbo out Crimson Dragon, might want to play Synchro Rumble since it's searchable. It's a searchable Monster Reborn, which gives it a leg up. But in Red Dragon Archfiend, just play Monster Reborn. It has more utility. Can revive anything. It's an unsearchable one of, just like Synchro Rumble. And it can pull stuff out of your opponent's grave too. Run Synchron at 2 for the spotter and Supernova board. Yeah, that's probably something I should start doing more often. We tested out the interaction last night. Supernova can banish itself in response to Nibiru, which gives a lot of credence to a double Synchron line. I just always feel like Synchron feels dead in the hand, because it only ever really makes Abyss, and that's it. Feels kind of bad to play 2 of it just to get to Abyss, because you only really ever want to have access to it off of Crimson, and if you play 2 you're going to draw it more. It's a whole thing. Thoughts on Gamma, by the way. Yeah, Gamma is something that wasn't on my radar when I was throwing this list together, because it's at 1 in TCG, but 2 in Master Duel I think is fine. It's very fine. I don't know what I would take out for it. Probably wouldn't play it in the Bestial RDA version, but in the pure version it makes sense to play. Makes a lot of sense to play. It's really good. Going first, going second. gives you an answer to max C. You search, you activate one of your search cards, and they don't know how to be patient enough to wait, or they try to activate Troll and Lockbird on you. You have an answer to that, so that's really cool. Yeah, it does mess with Crimson. It does mess with Crimson, but if you have access to Crimson, like if you hard open Crimson plus Gamma, that works fine if they try to hand trap you. Because let's say you activate effect of Crimson in hand to special summon, they chain Maxi, you chain Gamma. Gamma summons itself, summons Driver, Crimson summons itself, Maxi's negated, you use the Gamma and the Driver to make a level 8. Can't make Scar Red because it needs a Dark non-tuner, but you can make something like an OJ RDA. You have Dark Dragon Synchro and Crimson on board, which is cool. Having the level 8 on field requires a little more thinking to like work through the combo line, but it's doable. I like it. I like the thought of it. Let's keep playing though. Let's do one more. I think that was a nice talky break. Thanks for everybody to come hang out. I didn't think I'd have 17 people show up to watch, and on a random impromptu stream. I didn't even think I was going to stream today, but everybody else in the house was like, we're going to go take a nap. So I'm like, ooh, I'm going to go play Master Duel. So if I'm playing, I might as well just, hit start streaming and enjoy my time with all of you. I got something, but we got Cross Out Ash, which is right where we want to be. David Grant, didn't think to run Foolish. Yeah. Foolish is deceptively good in RDA, even in the pure list, because you can just put stuff in the graveyard that you want. Foolish is technically a starter too, because you can always Foolish, Burial, Vision Resonator, grab Crimson Gaia, and then Crimson Gaia grab Soul Resonator. I was supposed to discard the Crimson off of Duskwalker, but I'm too busy chatting. So we're gonna go -1 on that interaction. It's fine though. It's fine. It doesn't look like my opponent has anything. We go you and you. Okay, Soul Effect. Soul Search. Let's search the Vision. Let's go for Scar Red. Crimson. Let's special the Vision. Let's make this Potter here, so we can put Vision in the graveyard, so Synchron can bring it back to hand. Let's go Vision 1, Scarlet 2, chain block the Vision, but chain blocking doesn't matter. If we make it this deep into our combo, they're not hand trapping us anyways. Okay, Vision, grab Gaia. Then we make the what do we make here? Did I get lost in the sauce somewhere? Maybe. Yeah, I think I was supposed to put Vision in graveyard first. That's fine. It's whatever. We goobered this turn up from From the moment we decided to not toss Crimson off of Duskwalker. We'll go Gaia. Gaia effect. We'll grab Red Zone. Then we can do nothing else. We'll set the cross out. Set the Fiendish. Cool use for cross out. Banishes something for the spotter. So that's nifty. Don't like that I don't have an RDA on field, so I don't really have protection, but that's alright. We're okay. You're good to listen to, man. I love playing an Archetype Extract monster, so RDA was right up my list. Yeah, me too. I really like that it plays very differently from everything else. It's really cool. Really, really cool. Galaxy Soldier. Fine. Thanks for saying nice things about me too. I appreciate that. And Galaxy Monster from deck to hand. That's fine. That's fine. Are they normal yet? Nope. Still got their normal. Of course they haven't normal yet. They got a level 5 on field. Streaming thing takes more mental energy than I thought. I thought it'd be like, yeah, I'll just play Yu-Gi-Oh! And talk. Turns out I can't really play Yu-Gi-Oh! And talk. I can barely talk and I can barely play Yu-Gi-Oh! Imagine trying to do both things at once. Okay, what do I grab? No, I want to see it. I need to read it. Galaxy Brave. Reveal a photon. Special becomes the level. Target one Galaxy Monster in your graveyard. Okay. Yeah, you can do that. At some point I need to find a way to pop something. Toggle on. Need to find a way to pop something so I can get an RDA on field to turn Red Zone on. So I need this Potter to have its pop effect be alive. Starleech Photon. Special Photon monster from your hands. That's fine. But we're going to do this. Your opponent cannot target monster you control with 2,000 or more attack with card effects. Why can it not be target? Oh, because it doesn't have 2,000 or more attack. Oh, okay. That was pretty silly. Let's get it twisted. Let's get it twisted. Let's do that. Have I played against Labyrinth? Not in Master Duel yet, but I have played against it a ton. An absolute ton in the TCG. And we'll just pretend like this didn't happen. I just love throwing cards away this duel. Just love tossing cards away. We're gonna do this now. We're just gonna declare. I don't know, what's a good one? Declare Called by the Grave, that way they can't call by us on anything? I don't know. Okay, we got a card in the banish pile now. Okay, cannot target monsters that control 2,000 or more attack with card effects. Can't be destroyed by card effects. Special level 5 or higher Galaxy Monster. I feel like we just do this. Where do they extend to from here? They have a 5, an 8, and a 4. I feel like they can't really go anywhere. So despite playing this as terribly as I possibly could, I think we're okay. Please destroy something. Would love for you to destroy something. If you needed that card to resolve, you probably should have gone battle phase first. Push it and go from there. Scar Red back. That's cool. Now I have destruction protection. Thank you. Eric, are you talking about the negate of the spell? I haven't really played a ton of, played against a ton of Galaxy Eyes, so I appreciate the confirmation. Okay, let's see here. This is can't resolve for the rest of this turn. So if I do this, go here, go Baron, Baron, you, blow up some stuff. None of their stuff can be destroyed by battle or card effect. I guess we go. Pop this, get it out of the way. Bring back the Scar Red. Yeah. I don't think it mattered what we did there. Okay. I think I got one more in me, and then it's probably about time for me to call stream. Thought this one would be a little shorter than it is, but we're doing alright. Our Dragon Archfiend Abyss isn't a Red Dragon Archfiend. No. Trixio, for all of the archetypical stuff, it wants Red Dragon Archfiend, the exact name, or it wants a synchro monster that specifically mentions it. So, Red Nova Dragon specifically mentions Red Dragon Archfiend. Scar Red Dragon becomes Red Dragon Archfiend while it's on the field. Also mentions Red Dragon Archfiend in its text. Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend becomes Red Dragon Archfiend while it's on the field. Also mentions Red Dragon Archfiend. Red Dragon Archfiend is Red Dragon Archfiend. It is specifically named Red Dragon Archfiend. All the other RDAs are Red Dragon Archfiend monsters, which is different than Red Dragon Archfiend specifically. Okay, Sweeper. That's fine. Ash it. I don't care. Thank you. That means you're not Ash and Crimson. That means we're doing alright. Okay, Foolish. Foolish, send Vision. Vision effect. Oh, we already opened Fiendish Golem too. Nice. Little search. Grab Gaia. Gaia effect, grab Soul. Normal. What do we want to grab here? Let's grab Crimson. Because then Bone can pitch the Crimson for free. Special itself. And then Bone effect can dump the Uva Loop. And then we can get an extra extra interaction on overboard, extra body. Alright, that was easy enough. One more. That was quick. Can I play the combo with Supernova? Yes. I don't have my main deck set up for the big Supernova combos, but if I open a good Supernova combo, I'll do it. Duel Strixio Konami English, I guess. Yeah, it's not very intuitive. Not very intuitive at all. This is interesting. This is one of the very few hands that doesn't do anything. Very few hands that doesn't do anything. That's fine. We pass. We pass. Probably should set the imperms, but I don't know. I don't know. Probably should set them. But then that like gets cooked by a duster. This doesn't get cooked by much. Mausoleum. Can you get a double normal on a light tuner? Level 1 light tuner. Target face up. Send a normal. Gains attack equal to the level. That's fine. Good. Discard. That's fine. Go ahead and discard. What are they adding? Stone. Dump stone. Stone doing the face. Oh, they're normaling stone. Okay. So they have 2 level 1 tuners. What are they gonna do with it? Make it big? Jet Dragon? Or they have to send a normal monster? Yeah, they have to send a normal monster. Okay, so he's sending blue eyes. That's a big stone. It's a really heavy stone. Okay. Looks like their hand is probably as bad as mine. These duels always end up funny. I appreciate a double brick duel. As long as both opponents are bricked up, it's fun. Hey, there it is. There's the combo maker. Fortunately, if they have nothing they can put on board, they probably have hand traps, or they have a bunch of blue eyes in their hands. Looks like for us, they have a bunch of blue eyes in their hands. Okay, bone, send crimson. Special bone. Bone effect. Decrease the soul by sending the Oovaloop. Want to do a match? No! I misclicked. I got distracted by the shiny. Okay, we're just gonna play fun. We're gonna play fun duels. Yeah, hand was rough, Calvin. David, unfortunately, no. I probably should run after this, but keep pushing it one more duel. I think this will be the last one, because I'm already starting to not really pay attention to what I'm doing. That's a dangerous thing. Spotter. You special, you add. No, I don't want to activate Max C. That's not very cool. Grab Gaia. Special. Destroy everything. Oovaloop. Banish the Scarred Graveyard. Spotter, summon the Scarred from Banish. And we stumble our way into lethal anyways. Stumble our way into lethal anyways. Grab the golem just in case. That way we can turn on our despotter. But I don't think we'll need to worry about that because this is game. Scarred first. Okay, no gores. Battle fader, none of that nonsense. And the OG finishes us off. Take us home, OG. Take us home. Later, David. Thanks for hanging out. Peace to you, my friend. Alright, everybody. That was the duel. Let's get our rewards, see what we're looking like on gems, see how far away we are from pulling all the Bestial stuff, and playing a different version of the deck. Playing a different version of the deck. I have a ton of legacy tickets. Should probably clear some of those up at this point. Maybe that's what we'll do at the beginning and every end of every stream, is open some legacy packs just for fun. See if we get anything hype. Where are they? Pack. Legacy pack. There we go. Alright, we're going to open some legacy packs. I have about 1 million tickets. Let's see what we get. 100. Let them rip. We're going to skip it. We're not going to go through all of them. 5-headed dragon. 5,000 attack. 5,000 defense. The indomitable, inconquerable monster. It's not bad. Queen, butterfly, diamonds. If you control a normal set card, you can target up to 3 level 4 lands. Choose cards. Do special summon those monsters, but the effects are when you get it. This card is crazy, but it's a level 8. That's a crazy effect. Wild effect. Unity. World Legacy? Huh. Didn't know that would be a legacy pack card. Blazing Mars. Shout out to Duel Links. Hazy Flames. Soul Absorption. Shout out to Duel Links Metaphiz. Synchro Realm. Wonder if there's a way you can FTK with that in RDA now that we have some like spam ability. Anything else cool? No, a bunch of normal monsters. Bunch of normal monsters. Alright. That was okay. I think I have some UR tickets to pull too. Do I buy the RDA stuff? Not yet. I need extra gems. Where are the anniversary packs? I think I have 2 anniversary tickets too, so let's rip those open while we can and see what we get. Hopefully we get something fun. We already got a prismatic rainbow dragon and a prismatic arrival saber static Nister. You decide for yourself which one of those I should be excited about. Let's pick right down the middle. Okay, BLS pack, not bad. Let's see what we get from the free one. See what we get from the free one. Flammable counter based Chaos Sork. That would have been cool during the throwback event. And nothing. Okay. What's our royal? Any thoughts? Any gambles? Any bets? I'm going to say it's going to be the Link BLS. I think we're going to get the good one that we might actually play. I'm just that good. I'm just that good. I have an excuse to try and shove this in decks now. That's pretty cool. I've always liked the BLS Link, but never really had a reason to play it. Now I do. That's not bad. Much, much better than Rainbow Dragon. All right, everybody. I think that's gonna do it for me in stream. Thanks for hanging out. This was cool. Hopefully, we can do a few more impromptu ones. Thanks for hanging out, dueling. Thanks for talking too. It was nice to actually interact with all of you instead of just the interaction being one-sided. I'll see you on the next stream. So until then, be safe, have fun.